So what do you think about safety of drivers? I mean, not a day goes by. Like this last week, we had Tim from Portland, Chris, the Uber Eats driver got shot and killed, right, during hijacking in Portland. I thought about him. I texted him. I go, "Are you safe?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm fine." And then there was another shootout. They killed the passenger, but the driver got away. I mean, it seems like every day there is one that goes on, right? So what do you think about safety? Driver Ed, we're going to call you now. Do you think it's enough? They're doing enough? And
No.
also, do you think, because you keep saying like we're all out there on our own, we are truly out there, right?
Yeah.
And you get these screen names like killer and sperm and shit like that coming in my car. I'm like, really, bro? A killer is a really bad name for a passenger if you're ordering a rideshare. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh, yeah.
So what do you think about that? What can Uber do? Because we asked this on the town hall to everybody as well. And if there is one consensus, they need more driver safety, and then they need tighter checks on passengers before they're onboarded.
Uber, it is so easy for Uber to do. I think safety is a huge issue. You remember the story of Christine or Christina?
Oh yeah.
I did a video on her. I did a video on her before the dash cam footage came out, and then that footage came out. And man, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. There was something about it where I don't know what it was. Maybe because it was in Pittsburgh. And then even before I saw the footage, it was just something about it where I'm like, man, this is just like, it broke my heart. And it's crazy, kind of like the Uber leaks. Like these stories get swept under the rug. And I think it goes back to nobody cares, and at the end of the day, it's like, maybe that Christine Spacuzza, I think that was a national story. Yep. We definitely heard it here in Philly, but I think it got some good traction. And maybe it's because it was a mother of 4, which is just tragic. I think about those kids often, like, man, that's just, it's so tragic. I encourage anyone to go to GoFundMe if it's still up. It's, linked to my videos on it. I'm sure you can find it. Christina Spacuzza, GoFundMe. I hope it's still up, but, man. So anyway, I'm telling you, when I think of that, there's sometimes I didn't drive for a little while after that because it's just, it was tragic. I'm, beating that horse, but it's just, it really shook me up. And it shook me up because there was a lot of videos I made. Not that Uber needs to watch my videos, but it's just common sense. There was a lot of people. I'm sure you wrote articles about it. I'm sure you guys have done videos about it. There was a lot of common sense that was avoided that led up to that moment that could have prevented that so easily. First of all, with that ride specifically, and I'm only talking about this ride because it relates to, these things about safety that I think would be so easy. With that ride specifically, it was ordered, the girlfriend ordered it for her boyfriend. So it was a female name when she pulled up. And I think that one of the reasons it struck me so hard. I'm sure Christina was being giving the benefit of the doubt, seeing the positive, dealing with, and in the back of her mind, if I cancel, it's going to affect my, cancellation rate or whatever it is. And it's a situation I've been in a million times. It's like, all right, this is probably going to be okay. And you'll take somebody, even though it's not the name on the account. And it sounds silly, but it's true. Criminals are criminals because they're stupid. They're doing criminal stuff because they're not very intelligent. Because at the end of the day, 99.9% of the criminals are not going to be successful in their criminal activity, but they think they are because they're dumb. And they're so dumb. This guy was so dumb that he literally asked his girlfriend to call the Uber, thinking that would be enough barrier to get him away from the crime. You know what I mean? That was his thought process. And there's a text from the girl saying okay, something like, I'm not going to go to jail or something. The girl was in on it. And they literally thought that was enough of a cover to use a different name, for him to get away with robbing this Uber driver. And it's right there. If you require passengers to show a picture, just like drivers have to, right there, there's more accountability, right? On top of that, another thing that really bothered me about that, the destination they put in was an abandoned house in the Pittsburgh area. You can look on it on Google Maps and it's a dilapidated abandoned house, right? And it's we have Google, we have the internet. Uber has billions of data points of destinations. You know, like you can check a destination. You can show a picture of a destination. If we are independent contractors, if I was a painter and I got a call to,
I'm not going there. Exactly.
Yeah, let's say XYZ road in Pittsburgh, and I see, can you come out and give an estimate on my house? And I see on Google Maps it's an abandoned warehouse. I'm going to say no, thank you. You know what I mean? If Christina or if any driver had a picture of the destination, they could be like, I'm sorry, that's not a ride I feel comfortable giving. No, thank you. You know what I mean? But it's like, and they can do that. You can definitely do that, but Uber purposely doesn't do that because it would deter customers, and it's just like, there's so many easy things that they could do that, and the other thing, like, the Uber rating, and you could do that for drivers too. I really have a hard time when I hear bad driver stories. I know I'm biased because I'm a driver too, but I really have a hard time thinking somebody's going to go out there as a driver trying to earn, we're not making millions of dollars here, trying to earn an extra buck and like do it to be devious and like, some of these stories were like, what do you think? This guy's just randomly driving down the highway and then he decides to reach in the back and start assaulting you. Like, I don't know. I tend to give drivers the benefit of the doubt, especially because some of my favorite videos on the internet, there's one where the girl like calls the cops and she's like, he's assaulting me or something like that. And the guy's like, you're on camera right now.
You're on camera, moron.
Yeah. So anyway, I think another thing Uber could do is like have a little more like accountability with, I'd be very happy as a driver, like you mentioned earlier, and I've run into this all the time, where if I pull up and this is a minor without an unaccompanied minor, or this is a parent with a child without a car seat, that drives me crazy because it puts me in such a bad position as a driver, especially in the wintertime. I'm like, all right, I'm either going to leave this baby out here in the cold, at a bus stop as they wait for the next driver who might cancel, or I can risk it and drive 10 blocks. You know what I mean? And 99% of the time, nothing's going to happen. Mm-hmm. But am I going to leave this infant in the freezing cold? Like I hate that. So,
But Eddie, all the, if you deal with Uber support, which I'm sure you have, they have all this AI bullshit, right? That cut and paste, they send it to you, right? So when a passenger is uploading, to get on the platform as a passenger, right? If they put anything but a regular freaking human name, you know what I'm saying? All these names that you run into, I'm like, automatically get kicked out, right? At least do something. I mean, uploading a picture, how hard? Because we do it, right? Because before so you pick somebody up, what does the passenger know about you? Pretty much damn everything. Right. From your face, from your how many rides you've given, what ratings you have, everything. They know everything about you.
License plate.
Yep. What do you know about the passenger? Not a damn thing.
Right.
So
how hard would it be to take a picture, like you said, AI, take a picture, you want to drive Uber, take a picture of your license or state ID, and then guess what? That's your information. Your picture's there. That's the name on your app, like if your government name is killer, but at least I have a picture and I know that that's your driver's ID,
Exactly.
All right. Thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself. Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.